Hello, welcome to The Secret Mind. Today I'm going to do a microphone review for you. I wasn't intending to do this, but I just want to show you what I've learned over the past few days of struggling with my own sound on a Windows computer and using a change of microphones. I have 4 microphones with me here today. This is the one I usually use. This is the blue Snowball. It looks great, but I've come to blame it for my terrible sound recently. There's other things I can do, but I've been worried about the actual microphone setup. It's a strange one. It has 3 settings on the back, and I knew I had it set on the right settings, which is 1 for close-up podcasting, but also sometimes the microphone is a bit of a distance away, and this style of microphone you need to be quite close up to. So a while back I bought a second microphone. This is the Samsung Q2U. It's recommended. Push and play USB microphone, and when I compared them briefly last year, I didn't really notice much difference, so I just reverted back to my nice blue one. But I've tested it more formally this afternoon. I want to show you what I've found out. I've also got a microphone inside my webcam, which I've never really knowingly used, and I wondered if that might just be as good. And then I've also borrowed a Rode Videomic, it's called, NTG, which is an industry-leading brand, and I want to compare them for you. First of all, I want to show you how I've worked out the sound settings, because they're not obvious. I'm using Windows, not a Mac. I'm using Windows. So I just want to show you where they are. To get to where you need to adjust the sound, it is in sound settings, not in microphone settings. So just go straight to sound settings, and you'll see something like this, which is pretty bleak in Windows 10. I'm not upgrading to Windows 11. I don't really see the point. I don't want to invite catastrophe just yet. So you can see here I'm on the desktop microphone Rode Video. This is also pleasingly showing not a sound wave, which would be nicer, but at least some signs of activity. If you go into here, which is device properties, you can adjust that. You can disable this. I've just found out on a previous version of this video that if I do that, my voice disappears. So it does work instantly. But remember, when you get into this page, it just says desktop microphone. It does, and I've got 4 microphones here. I'm not clear what I'm looking at. So it doesn't offer you the name of Rode microphone, even though it knows that's the microphone that you've chosen, because there it is on the previous page. So it makes life a little bit confusing and a bit difficult. You can rename it yourself if you want to do, fine. Now this is the gain. Here I've set it about 82. You can start a test, and then you can see the sound wave and stop the test, and it's the highest value we saw was 62%. I don't know if that's too high or not, but at least you can see it bouncing around, and you can adjust it as needed, make it quieter or louder and whatever. And you can do that for each microphone. So for example, if I then go into I can see my Snowball microphone has disappeared there. Aha, that's because the sound, this connection at the back, when I pick it up, quite often falls out. That has been the loss of some sound for me. So putting it back in reactivated it, and now it appears again. And if you go into the Q2 microphone, the reason I'm retaking this video is I thought you were now listening to the Q2 microphone. You're not. You're still listening to the Rode microphone, but I'll show you later what the sound difference is like. I just want to show you that I have renamed this microphone so that when we go into device properties, it actually identifies it as Q2U. But before I did that, it just said microphone. Now I do have this set up to a very high gain, admittedly, but if I start and stop the test here now, I'm only at 23%. So I've left it at high gain. So that is just something to be notable at. Now, most of the microphones come out as just microphone. So here, it's not obvious to me that I'm looking at the Snowball microphone. I would have to manually rename that. Why they do that, I've got no idea. This is also set up for a very high gain. If we start the test and then stop it, it's only 13%. If I just get even a little bit closer to that microphone, start it and stop it again, 10%. So so that has been muffled, and its pickup hasn't been very good. If I put it onto setting 3 at the back, click, and then I start that test again and then stop it, 39%, a lot more generous. But setting 3 is an omnidirectional setting. It's picking up all the noise. So that's going to cause me quality problems when I'm just podcasting alone. So just be careful. I don't know why they don't name those. Not very useful. So also I've got a webcam setting up here. So there's nothing adjustable on there. I can see it moving around. Let's check the device properties. It just says microphone again. It doesn't say that I'm obviously looking at the webcam microphone. So that's particularly unhelpful. I've set this to 77. Let's start the test again and stop it again. Only 15% there. I could talk a bit louder and it'll get a bit more, I suppose, 28%, and I could increase the sensitivity. But when I did do that, I found it a bit tinny. So I've left it there for the time being. But I don't know what the perfect setting is. I'd actually rather like it if it could adjust it automatically without me messing around between every number between 40 and 90 to find out the best one. But we don't all get what we want. So it's a particularly bleak, Spartan look to it, and it's not obvious what you're doing until you sort of do the things I've mentioned. And also make sure you've got the speakers set up so that if you're ever not hearing sound, it's probably because you haven't connected the right speakers to the right microphone. So, for example, the speaker, the output option there is the speakers in the Samsung Q2U microphone, which I don't think it has any. So it's a microphone, not a set of speakers. So so just be careful about your speaker settings. You might have to change them for each microphone if you found you've not got sound on your video and you can't hear it. So look out for that. It's just another not very helpful thing. So that is that. Now I want to show you the testing of the microphones, which I have to do on the Logitech software. So let's see if I can put this back on. So that's so yes. So I'll just do this. I'll just do this for you. I can't show you the page very easily, I don't think, or can I? Can I show you the page by doing that? No, that's not. That's going to do. Anyway, not to matter. So what you're listening to now actually is, I'm just going to the audio settings, is the Rode microphone. This is the directional microphone whose sound you have enjoyed so far. I say enjoyed in inverted commas. Now let's compare that to my original sound, which was my Snowball. And this now is my Snowball sound. And the Snowball microphone is just here. And if I go right up to it here, that's the Snowball sound. And this is the blue Snowball sound. And let's just read you something and compare the sound. I've got something I want to read you. And it's about an event coming up, which you may want to go to if you want to be in the neighbourhood here in Newcastle upon Tyne in the United Kingdom. And so let me just test it. So this is the blue Snowball. Let me put that there. Vera author Anne Cleves to host interactive murder mystery in Newcastle. Vera author Anne Cleves will lead a murder mystery show at a famous Newcastle city centre in March. We're going to switch to the webcam, the HD Pro webcam Logitech C920. And this is the sound that you get from the C920. Anne Cleves is gearing up to host a murder mystery show in Newcastle, right after the latest run of the hit drama wraps up on ITV. It's all because of North East writers Anne's brilliant stories that the world has been given DCI Stanhope. Let's compare this now to the Samsung Q2, which is right in front of my face, just out of picture, but right here is now the Samsung Q2U. The character at the centre of the long-running show, which has now been pulling in millions of viewers across the world for over a decade. This is with the Samsung a bit further away. The latest run of new Vera episodes, which kicked off last month, will come to an end on Sunday, February the 19th with The Darkest Evening. And this is the Samsung up close again. This is one of Anne's most popular Vera novels, and having been given a sneak preview of the episode, let's change this to the webcam. I'm going to go back. Have we done the webcam? Let's do the webcam is now. This is one of Anne's most popular Vera novels, and having been given a sneak preview of the episode, Anne took to Twitter. Let's go back to the Rode microphone, which is this microphone. Anne took to Twitter to tease the fans that fans can expect some stormy and gothic TV. So this is the Rode, and a few weeks after the credits have rolled on the 4th episode of Series 12, and Vera lovers long for more action from the no-nonsense detective, Anne will take to the stage at the Black Swan at Newcastle's Arts Centre on Sunday, March the 5th, to lead the Bannocks and Blood interactive murder mystery night. Let's go back to the Blue Snowball. Set in Shetland, the location of the hit BBC drama inspired by Anne's work, the plot will be delivered by local actors Steve Byron, Paula Penman, Dave Rayner and Karen Trainer, as the audiences are invited to play detective and figure out who done it. That's the Snowball. Let's go back to the Samsung Q2U. Tickets are available and start at £25 per person. The night is a fundraiser for BOHO Arts, a small charitable company set up in 2021 in response to the COVID pandemic, and with a mission to create accessible spaces and activities where communities, artists and audiences can come together to connect, collaborate and be creative. So I suggest you all come along to this fantastic event, all for charity, and I will see you there. So this is the Samsung Q2U microphone. This is just the webcam microphone with built-in camera. This is the Blue Snowball camera. And this is the Rode video microphone, which I, having tested it, obviously I can't hear this now as I'm filming this, but I think that is the best microphone of all. It's got the best sound. My conclusions are it is the best. The Samsung Q2U is second for this setting, although satisfactory for normal podcasting use, I think. But of course, the Rode can be suspended more easily, perhaps, and with its direction, it means it frees up your desk space. The Blue Snowball I am retiring, as I'm disappointed with it, and the webcam is perfectly satisfactory, but I want a richer, deeper sound. Those are my conclusions. So watch out for the Windows settings. Those are my conclusions on those 3 microphones. I did actually buy a Rode microphone last year, but I didn't properly test it, and now I've tested it. It gives a much deeper, richer sound. And I think the amount I'm going to be using it, it's going to be worth the money. So I'm probably going to buy the younger version of this one, which is the Rode Go 2. And I'm going to definitely retire this Snowball because I'm sick of it letting me down. The only other message I've got is that show is genuine. It's a fantastic interactive murder mystery night in Newcastle on the 5th of March at the Black Swan. All for charity. You can come and solve a murder and also start off a great charity with BOHO Arts. See you there. See you tomorrow.